Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial on how to use Decklit. Today I'm going to show you some of the core features of Decklit. We're going to start a live session. We're going to join the call. I'm going to show you how the live sync works, which is foundational to Decklit. And then I'm going to show you the deck room, and I'm going to demonstrate how seamless it is to share the recording, but also we're going to look at some of the features that it has to offer. So without further ado, let's get started. To start the live session, we simply click on Start Live Session. Now, one thing worth mentioning here, as you can see on the left side, I have the presenter view, and on the right side, I have the viewer view. So I'm going to do close now. Other few things to notice, we have a browse slide button here on the viewer side. That's because we allow the viewer to switch between the live session and the static deck. In this case, the viewer won't be able to proceed or to navigate independently, simply because on the presenter side, we selected reveal up to current slide. But if we select open free browsing, for example, that becomes possible. Okay. So we're going to leave it that way, and then let's start, and I'm going to show you how the sync functionality works. Let's switch back to live session. So every time we move with the arrows or we click on the thumbnails on the presenter side, the presentation will basically reflect on both sides, and that's the sync functionality that I mentioned. This is core to Decklit because we removed the screen sharing altogether, so there is no unnecessary stream of data, making the overall call lighter, especially in low bandwidth areas. Now, another thing that I would like to show you, as I've mentioned, was a join live call. So to do so, we can click on the join call button. But before doing that, I also want to mention something important. In case the presenter would like to use any of the other traditional tools available out there, such as, for example, Meet or Zoom, we encourage to disable the video call button, and that's possible to do by simply clicking on the feature there, and that's it. That's the join call button is gone, but for this exercise I need it, so let's enable it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna now join, and just a small thing, the chat box here looks slightly off. That's because I resized the browser to show both presenters and viewers. So it's not rendering the right dimension. However, nothing is wrong with the actual layout. So the first thing I need to do here before joining the actual video call, I'm going to select the high blurry background, and then I'm going to click join meeting. And I'm going to stop the audio since I'm in the same room as the viewer. And then I'm going to do the same in the other side. Allow media, join meeting. Stop the media. Now, in this case, we're in the call, and just to show you how it looks also on mobile, by the way, you can hit the gallery, and here I can see myself on both sides. This is quite handy, especially on small devices, because you can basically see who else is there. But going back to the active speaker view, the other feature that I wanted to show you was the recording. So to do that, we go to settings, click here on the recording button, and click again, and the recording will start. Let's focus on the window. Maybe let's focus on Decklit here, and that's it. Close that. Now I'm not going to record too much. I'm just going to stop it right there. This is more to show you how it will look like in the deck room. So once that's done, we can just let me scroll through some other slides, and I'm going to do a question. Slide. Cool. Now let's end the session. At this point, on the presenter side, I will have the option to go back to dashboard, and on the viewer side, I have the go to my Q&A, go to my notes, go to dashboard, but also leave feedback for the presenter. Now, that's a very cool thing to have, because it allows basically the viewer to leave straight away a feedback without having to go into any other tool, and the presenter to receive the feedback straight into the deck room. Um, select excellent in this case. Great presentation. Cool. Submit. I'm going to the dashboard and I'm going to deck room. Let me enlarge the window in this case. Okay, now in the deck room, we have a few things worth mentioning. We have the analytics, and to have a more in-depth view of the analytics, you can simply go to the analytics tab. I'm not going to do that now. Let's continue with the deck room. Then we have the My Notes area, the Q&A. As you can see, I have one question, but I have not replied to that. And then we have the Generate Your Smart Summary, Generate AI. I'm going to do that now just to show you how it works. Voila. And here we have informations that I can use to improve perhaps my next presentation. I can also chat with the AI in this case, and I can ask more questions like, for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. Then we have the file area. Here is the only area that is shared with the participants. Therefore, any file that is uploaded here will be visible automatically on the other side. And then the recording. Now, finally, we have this. To share the recording, you can simply toggle on the sharing option here. And recording visibility updated. Now, if I'm going to go on the other side, update. And here we go. The recording is there. And finally, the feedback. As you can see, it's here. So that would be it for now. In the next videos, I'm going to go a bit more in depth with other in the next videos, we're going to look into the analytics and the editor and some of the other features that Decklit has to offer. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next videos.